Hi guys, Callie from the LifeShare support team here to walk you through our last webinar. For those of you that weren't able to join us last Tuesday for our webinar featuring menu imports, this is just kind of a recap recording so that you can continue the learning even if you weren't able to make it. Please go ahead and mark your calendars for Tuesday, February 12th. We're going to be doing a webinar about CommunityShare and marketing, and that will take place at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's get on to the learning with features that save time, and that is menu imports. We use a menu import with a rotating or repeating menu. For example, if you have a 4-week cycle, a 5-week cycle, or 6-week cycle that repeats after it ends, this is a great option for you to be able to upload all your menus into the system without having to do it day by day, or even insert it and select it to be a repeating item. So sometimes different communities have seasonal menus. So if you are one of those communities that has a seasonal menu, when you have a new season and you have a new menu, this is a great option for you to quickly upload your menus into the system. Like I said, it helps prevent from weekly creation, so you having to go in each week. Those different menu items will be in there automatically when we do the menu import. It also allows you to save time because the only updating you're going to have to do is any last minute changes. For example, instead of broccoli, you're going to have green beans. That's a last minute change that you'll go in and you'll have to do. A lot of times communities will be able to give a menu import form to their Director of Dining Services and have them fill out the menu so that it's all ready to go and it is according to what they're going to have for the specifications for each of the meals, and then we can upload it into the system. And a lot of times you can even get a Director of Dining Services their own LifeShare login to make those last minute changes on the CommunityShare. So how do you complete a menu import? What we're going to do is I'm going to show you where you go to our website, lifesharetech.com. You're going to click the Support tab, General Support. It'll pull up our help website where there's all kinds of help documents. But down under CommunityShare Questions, there's actually an Excel and its menu import template. So if you click on that template, it'll download it to your computer, and when you open it up, you're going to be able to see what the menu template looks like. So you fill in your dates and you fill in the different items, and then you can even change the names of the meal. So maybe instead of dinner you actually call it supper. You can put that in there. You can even insert a new line and put in a soup of the day slide. So some of the things that you'll need to do in order to complete this menu import is you need to know how to download the template off the website, which I just showed you. You're going to fill in your different menu items, and then all you have to do is send it to LifeShare Support. And you're going to send that to our support email address, which is support, S-U-P-P-O-R-T, at lifesharetech.com. So once you have your menu import finished, just send it on over to us. Let us know which week you're on, which day you're on, and then we'll import it from there if you update us with how long your week cycle is, if it's a 5-week, a 4-week, a 6-week, that kind of thing. Here are some pro tips for when you go to enter information on that menu import Excel spreadsheet. The first pro tip is to use spell check. As you're starting to put those things in, it's amazing how many misspellings that you have, and we'd hate for those to be uploaded into CommunityShare for everyone to see. So make sure you use spell check. The second pro tip is to avoid using commas. When we import that menu into the system, it breaks up the different commas into different lines, and that's really going to restrict the amount of information that you can put in there. So instead of using commas, use a slash, an and sign, or even just type out the word and. In each menu item, try not to exceed 35 characters. That includes spaces, but that gives you a lot of space to be able to add different items. Along those lines, use common abbreviations. So instead of vegetable, you may use the word veggie. And then finally, leave off any understood items such as a juice choice of the day or butter along with your bread. If those are things that are served every single day, you don't necessarily need to include those into your menu. So just some general menu information that you may or may not know about the menu section on our CommunityShare. The first thing is that you can choose multiple backgrounds at a time. So you're able to click on the different backgrounds, they'll highlight in blue and you can choose as many as you can, and they rotate through the slideshow each time that the menu slide comes up. You can also edit the names of the meals, so you can use supper, bistro menu. You don't have to use your typical breakfast, lunch, and dinner menu. And when you are creating these repeating events, so if you have a menu cycle and you see the little arrows that tell you it's a repeating menu, you can choose to make edits for one single event or all future events. So if it's a daily change, like you're going to substitute broccoli for green beans, you would save that as just a single event. But if you're going to continue to sub that every time that menu item comes up, then you can save for all future. If you have any questions about menus, please don't hesitate to reach out to our support at support@lifesharetech.com. If there are other topics you're wanting to see during monthly webinars, just give us a call and let us know. Thanks for your time today, and please join us for our next webinar on February 12th, and it will have the topic of CommunityShare and marketing.